Beware of illegal video cassettes. Check whether this video cassette carries a genuine label hologram. Video piracy is a crime. Do not accept it. Demand a genuine cassette from your video store. Poor quality illegal video cassettes reduce your viewing pleasure and jeopardize future film production. When in doubt, telephone the Federation Against Copyright Theft, FACT, on 0181 568 6646. Or in the case of the Republic of Ireland, 01 6777 071.
It can't be done. Not from the air, anyway.
Either I'm dead right or I'm crazy.
What of it? I'll get you another body.
Blow up the bridge! Look out, there's no flow!
Try and stop me, someone. Oh, please, someone try and stop me.
Movies may seem indestructible, but they're not. Only half of the 21,000 feature-length films produced in the United States before 1951 are still in existence. Over 90% of all silent films have already been lost. And shockingly, many newer, more familiar classic pictures of our generation are already faded or damaged. At this very moment, right now, some of the greatest motion pictures in history are dying. Their negatives are rotting, their prints stop deteriorating into acidic goo or corroding into dust. The Guns of Navarone, starring Gregory Peck, David Niven, and Anthony Quinn. David Lean's masterpiece, The Bridge on the River Kwai, and Marlon Brando's Academy Award-winning performance in On the Waterfront.
I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody.
These classic pieces of our cultural legacy were facing permanent damage or extinction. But now, because of the painstaking efforts of the world's leading film preservationists, these motion pictures, and many others, have been restored to mint condition, even by the 1990s demanding technical standards.
Every film is different, of course. A lot of the really old films that we work with, the old nitrate films from 1910 and 1925, sometimes are in terrible condition. They're deteriorating, they're sticky and gooey and gunky, and they're a lot of trouble to work with, to go through and repair, and you get filthy, frankly, working on the old movies. You get deteriorated powder all over your hands and your clothing.
I can't help feeling that there's been a big mistake somehow.
Oftentimes, we find that older films have been censored or have been cut through the years for reissue. Whole scenes may be missing. And it's like detective work. You have to pull in old prints, old negatives, sometimes from New York, from Hollywood. Maybe we even go to Europe, to Czechoslovakia, to Paris, to Rome, and pull all these elements together and begin examining them and piece the film together, sometimes scene by scene, until we come up with the way it was originally.
Deterioration can strike any film. It shows no regard for historical masterpieces or big-name stars.
This is very embarrassing.
Oh, let's stop kidding around. I can't go back. I don't belong to you. I belong to the American Navy.
Come on, man. Take it.
In the case of Guns of Navarone,
Grab it.
we discovered that in recent years, a certain laboratory that I won't mention had been printing the film, and they had mistaken all the nighttime scenes for daytime. And so the opening of the movie takes place at 2 o'clock in the morning, but the way the film is being shown to audiences, it looked like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Of course, you notice it's very funny here. The Jeep has headlights on. Why? If it's in the middle of the afternoon, that was one tip-off right away that the color timing was incorrect in the old print.
First, you've got that bloody old fortress on top of that bloody cliff. Then you got the bloody cliff overhang. You can't even see the bloody cave, not alone the bloody guns. And anyway, we haven't got a bloody bomb big enough to smash that bloody rock. And that's the bloody truth.
We not only had to restore the stereo sound for the movie, but we also had to contend with a certain amount of censorship. When the film was made originally, it was, of course, a British film, and it was shown in first-run engagements, uncensored, but then when it played in the smaller towns, apparently they made some changes in the soundtrack. It turned out that the only surviving stereo master soundtrack was of the censored version.
First,
You've got that ruddy old fortress on top of that ruddy cliff. Then you got the ruddy cliff overhang. You can't even see the ruddy cave, let alone the ruddy guns. And anyway, we haven't got a ruddy bomb big enough to smash that ruddy rock.
We were very fortunate that a private collector came to us with a 1961 copy of the movie with a stereophonic soundtrack. If it hadn't been for that, we might have been stuck with the ruddy version rather than the bloody version.
And that's the ruddy truth.
As we approach the 100th anniversary of the birth of cinema, it is essential to preserve this century's irreplaceable legacy of films. Motion pictures are not only the most popular art form, they also play a pivotal role in our lives as historical documents and cultural artifacts.
That's pretty important, all that. It's just the blood and bone and sinew of this democracy that some great men handed down to the human race, that's all.
By watching this restored version of the upcoming feature, you are already contributing to the film restoration movement, and we thank you for it. So enjoy the picture.